Hey, welcome back.
Hey, how's it going? So,
We've encountered Rin on our shopping
again,
trip.
the best girl, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we are going down the Rin path, 100%.
We're
I'm
going down
sold.
the route to Rin.
Mm,
All right.
100%. I'm so sold. Right, let's go.
And even if I win, it feels like losing. Damn, it's just like Kenji said.
No.
No, oh god, no, don't agree
No,
with
no,
that.
no, no, no. Oh
I'll
Lord.
lose. Is
Have
this
we
the
been?
power of the girls of Yamaku?
I hope we've not been hanging out with Kenji too much.
No. I push the thought aside as too dangerous to consider further. It's probably just Kenji's anti-female propaganda getting to me during a moment of weakness.
Yes, ignore that shit.
Yeah, maybe taking another pose might have worked. So anyway, you have no idea what you're doing here?
She frowns, looking extremely displeased at either my question, its consequences, or the answer she's about to give.
I do have some idea. I can't really tell what kind of an idea. That sounds like progress, at least.
Lily sounds as if she's spotted an opening for some kind of discernibly normal conversation. Can't say I share her optimism. Lily's just like, oh god, please, something, anything.
Oh Lord. Yes, there is some, definitely. The rest will come later. I'm sure of it. I always have reasons.
The ensuing silence kills Lily's hopes all too visibly. That didn't last long. Rin, as far as I can tell, unbased. As far as I can tell, unbased assurances aside. What should be done?
That's a really weird sentence.
Yeah, what? We could just leave her to her own devices, whatever those are. But it's late, and I don't think we'll be getting any thanks if Rin is found standing here in the middle of the night. Which she probably will, unless she manages to remember what she was doing here in the first place. As for me trying to guess what might have been going on in her mind when she decided to embark on this adventure, the chances seem to be on par with winning the lottery. Several times in a row. Lily is oddly quiet too. I'd appreciate some support from the sidelines here, especially if she's more...
Did you cut out?
Yeah, there's been a pause.
Especially if she's more familiar with Rin than I am. That's alright, don't worry about it.
But it can't be helped. It seems her familiarity with Rin is exactly why she's staying subdued.
So, I assume you're going somewhere, not coming back to school. Any idea where?
Her eyes widen in shock, and she jolts back in a somewhat artificial way, making it seem like an act rehearsed for situations like this.
Are you a mind reader? Is that your disability? How unique.
No, what? Why would you think that?
You knew what I was doing. Oh, that face. It's so cute.
It was just an educated guess. We walked the same street in the other direction just before, just to get to the store. If you were going to school, we would have met you on the way.
Oh.
She looks a little disappointed. Like Kenji, Rin appears quick to jump to completely irrational conclusions. See, maybe it's something in the water here. I make a mental note to stock up on soft drink.
You know, that is the second time this week that someone asked if I was a mind reader. Do I really give off that impression?
Rin shrugs her shoulders, which is all the answer I get.
You know,
maybe you should come with us back to the school. John.
Lily interjects just as I'm about to further debunk my alleged mind-reading capabilities. Huh?
Oh, right, there's a bit of a delay. Okay, cool,
say?
That's fine. No, don't worry about it. I keep thinking that you're just, you just sit there. I've been trying my best to sort of edit the dialogue so it's like as fluent as possible, but there's some times where you're just like radio silence for like ages and ages and ages, and then you read, and I'm like, so I'll just try and keep on top of it. It's my bad. Hello? You're just being a dick. I'm just gonna read. She sounds rather concerned, the paper-thin smile on her face badly disguising that fact. Maybe she came to the same conclusion as I did. For everyone's sake, I decided to let the mind-reading topic drop.
Anymore, can you?
What?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Well, that's bullshit. You've just been reading all my lines.
Well, I can hear you now, but I started reading your lines because I couldn't hear you.
Well, I know.
I thought you were I thought you were just being silent on purpose.
Come back. You were just like, I'm just gonna keep going. Like, hey man, I'm here too.
Sorry.
Maybe she came to the same conclusion as I did.
Okay.
For everyone's sake, I decided to let the mind-reading topic drop, as it's inane anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, Lily's right. If you can't remember, there's no point in staying here.
Rin considers this rather simple deduction for a moment, then nods.
Okay.
I'm just reading as soon as I see the text. We
I know. I'm gonna
towards the school again, having wasted way more time than necessary with this episode.
This is the problem with recording stuff online. There's just that little teensy bit of a delay. But don't worry, we'll figure it out. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh. Horrific way, looking like a mix of sleepwalker and rope dancer, while Lily keeps one hand on my shoulder, tapping at the ground with her cane. Tap, step, step, tap, tap, step, step, step.
Tap, step, step, tap, tap, step, 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 tap, step, step, tap, step, 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 step. Sorry.
Tap, step, 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 tap, tap, step, step, tap.
Tippity tappity tippity tappity doo. Scoobity goobity doo.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Apart from that and a few fragmented beginnings of conversation, it's quiet. A quiet quite apart from the relaxing one into town at that.
So, how's the mural going?
We're going to get bad luck. Never talk about works in progress. You're right. I do agree with that. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Bad luck.
Tap, step, tap, step.
1,
care to
2,
talk about
3,
it.
4.
Lily's politeness feels out of place for the first time. Step, step, step.
Okay.
The hill Yamaku rests on top of is surprisingly steep going uphill. We slow the pace, but I still feel my pulse rising and breathing getting heavier. Oh no. Almost there, I can see the gates already. More than that, though, I notice that Lily's hand slightly tightens on my shoulder. Interpreting it as a gesture that she wants to ask something, I speak up.
Anything wrong, Lily?
Subtle. I resist the urge to say, aside from our travelling companion, but only just. For a moment, she seems to debate whether she should even bring it up, but goes for it anyway.
Is everything alright?
Alright? How do you mean?
The fact I can't interpret her incredibly vague question puts her off for a second.
It's just... You seem unusually tired, I guess. It's the arrhythmia kicking in.
She can sense it, yeah. Now that she brings it up, I notice that my breathing is strangely heavy. The uphill walk has really done a job on me.
You need to take it easy.
Lily noticed it all too quickly. You should talk about it, I think. I think you should open up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like... I don't think this is gonna, like, cock block me or anything. I think this is just good... Just being a good boy, you know?
Yeah, being good. Yeah.
It's alright. Just need to catch my breath. My condition isn't the best these days.
Oh? Is it something that is related to you being transferred here? I mean...
She cuts herself off rather abruptly, maybe realizing she was being a bit intrusive. Her instincts are sharp, though, and while I don't like the subject, it's not like I should lie about it. If it's Lily, I don't think I mind.
I'm just a little weak for the time being.
Weak at the knees, baby.
Hanako said you look fairly healthy, so I naturally thought...
Lily doesn't finish her sentence again, letting it trail off with a measure of concern. As she furrows her brow, Lily's uncomfortable expression spurs me to say at least something to ease her feelings. It's surprising she's this flustered, considering her straightforward attitude with her own blindness. She must know that not all share her own comfort about such things.
Nah, it's okay. I have a brain. I guess the best way to put it would be messed up. Heart. Arrhythmia.
Make him sound like he's got a messed up jaw. It's just like, hey, yeah, a bad heart attack a while ago because of it.
I spent most of the spring in a hospital.
Like a stroke, never mind a heart attack.
I can't fucking speak. You need to see the face I'm fucking... so, you know how... any voice actors out there obviously know this, but like when you're voicing a character, your face goes into character as well. And you should see fucking Hisau's face, dude. I'm not gonna take a picture of it. I'm just gonna let you imagine it. But just put that.
Put it in the story with no context.
No, I'm not going to. No,
okay.
you need to imagine. You need to use your brain. Try and imagine. Try and pull the same voice that I'm doing. And then look at yourself in the mirror. That's probably the same face that I'm making.
Heart attack a while ago because of it. I spent most of the spring in a hospital. And the Yamaku orders.
Fuck me, John.
He silently nods her head in acknowledgement. My answer, though, only seems to make Lily furrow her brow even further. She doesn't seem to quite know how to react, given we don't really know each other that well. I can't really fault her for it, given I have the exact same reaction. To my surprise, in a moment's time her face shows that she comes to some sort of realization.
Wait, so the time when Emmy and you collided in the hallway?
I grimace slightly. Her ability to connect the dots quite so fast is unexpected.
She's pretty
my gal's bright like that.
Yeah, I guess I'm a textbook example of why those rules about running in the corridors exist.
That was a lot more dry than I'd intended. Lily visibly shies away from continuing the topic. While I do want to assuage her concern, I really don't want to dwell on this either.
Aswage.
Don't worry about it.
I try to offer a reassuring smile, but then I realize the futility. Without knowing this, Lily smiles at me reassuringly, but doesn't say anything further. Arriving at the dorms, Rin stops in front of her mural as if lightning struck her. She had been so quiet for almost all of the walk back that I had all but forgotten she was here.
It's Friday, isn't it? It's Friday.
Gotta get down.
Yes, it's Friday, the 8th of June. This is bad.
Oh.
Bad? Why? I think I'm gonna go into the fetal position and throw up, possibly in reverse order.
Oh no.
Is something wrong?
Clearly.
No, nothing is wrong. It's Friday and nothing is wrong yet. This mural, it's gonna need to be finished by Sunday. So everything's alright.
She's got 2 days.
Do you have any drugs?
Oh.
Or a time machine? This is not good. It's not good.
So she's behind her schedule. Realizing Shizuni's exasperation at Rin's carefree attitude several days ago, I don't know what to think. She has left herself open for a told you so, unless she can pull off whatever she needs to pull off by Sunday morning.
Oh, we're gonna help her, dude.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Rin keeps staring at her mural, looking as mortified as she can.
Leave me. I'm going to need to work for a while.
I glance at Lily, expecting her to share an incredulous look with me as I roll my eyes. But then I realize she's not one to do that kind of thing. Too polite.
Leave me.
We do, of course, not wanting to aggravate her any more than she already is. There's a churning bad feeling in my gut. Rinshire has a knack of making people feel worried about her. She seems like a person who should never be left alone.
Maybe I should call someone? Sounded like she was going into shock or something.
No, I know it. It's just called panic. Like, just straight up panic. When you have, you're like, oh, I have this thing that I need to do. I've not felt that since uni, thank goodness. But yeah, it's rough. I'm sure she'll be just fine. She's just, how to say?
Lily cocks her head a little, trying to find a polite way of calling Rin crazy without calling her crazy.
The word's eccentric.
Eccentric.
Yeah.
Unique?
Yes, a very unique person.
I guess you could say that.
Sure. She giggles at the notion melodiously, nodding in agreement.
Sorry about leaving you stranded as you talk to her. I don't really understand her, so I keep my distance. Fair enough. I get it.
So my guess was right. Lily offers a slight, apologetic smile as if she was sorry that her own shortcomings had prevented her from becoming closer to Rin. I'm not one to blame her, at all. Lily lets slip a long breath, probably a disguised yawn. I imagine she's as exhausted by all this as I am.
I'd better leave now and give these to Hanako. Thank you for the company, Hisao.
She smiles very sweetly at me. It feels different than normal, despite the fact that she seems to be smiling so often. I can't put my finger on what the difference is. It's just different. Relaxed, I'd say. But that's probably just relief over getting rid of Rin. Maybe.
Wait, why am I don't want to feel relief.
Rin? No, Lily's feeling relief.
Okay.
Yeah, good night. Say hi to Hanako for me.
Man, you're as dumb as Hisao.
Bitch. I will. Good night. So rude.
Good night.
So rude.
Yeah, well.
Is this what I get for commenting and on our Instagram in public that you're trash at a game?
Yeah, this is what you get. I would never come for you like that.
Okay. Well, you totally can, and I didn't mean it.
Sorry. Ah, well. The students roll into class for the Saturday morning session, each and every one of them sporting the tired eyes of people who have worked through the night.
Oh.
With only a day left to prepare, I suppose it's not so surprising. Thankfully, we only have to suffer through classes until the lunch break, and then our time is our own. Muto lurches into class in a tired stagger. I suppose students aren't the only people here that enjoy their late Friday nights.
Muto, you crazy.
No. Without saying a word, he scrawls some page and question numbers on the board and slumps down at his desk.
Been hitting that eyes. Yeah, he was hitting those tinnies last night. Kind of like how I am just now.
Oh, nice. On the tin. It's completely atypical behaviour for him, but it appears that no one in the class is going to call him out on it.
Tenants, please sponsor us.
Oft.
That would be incredible.
Put their textbooks into position and get to work. Not wanting to break the trend, I do the same. Tunnocks, please sponsor us.
Oh, all the T's.
Fatigue has made the class antisocial. Not a peep is heard among the ruffling papers. That can partly be attributed to the two empty seats beside me. For some reason, Misha and Shizune aren't present, probably doing council work for the festival.
Good. Don't want to see them again.
It's very quiet without Misha present.
Wait, that was a bit harsh. They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. I wonder if she was born as rowdy as she is, or if she is making up for Shizune's lack of voice. Oh, like overcompensating, you know?
Nakai, can I speak to you for a moment?
I'm so engrossed in thinking about Misha that I don't even notice Muto approaching my desk.
Stop, don't think about Misha.
Sure. What's this about?
It's probably better if we speak outside the class.
I like that we can hear you getting into character at the start of each sentence. It's always just... Like that's how you
Sure.
It's like, I'm sure I've shown you, I think, the video of the SpongeBob voice actors like warming up.
I don't. I think you have, and it's
And
fucking
the guy that
funny.
does Patrick is like,
Yeah, for me, it's literally just engage, engage peanut brain mode, and then just go, yeah.
Peanut
There you go.
brain.
There's
Oh,
his.
he's a smart dude, though.
He's getting better. He's getting better. But the casting doesn't. Sorry.
Muto stands in the hallway, scratching his head as he works out what he's trying to say. Not knowing what is going on, I wait silently.
So, tell me. Oh, I nearly went. Muto nearly turned into his house. So tell me how are things? Thanks.
I expected Muto to be a little vague, but this is pushing the limits.
Things. You've had a week to settle in now, so how are things?
Fine, I guess.
I see. And how's your condition?
The pause before condition seemed a little unnecessary.
Haven't had any problems so far.
A brief shimmer of relief passes across Muto's face.
Good, that's good. The school nurse was a little concerned that you might have been pushing yourself a bit too hard. He asked me to keep an eye on you when he couldn't.
That makes sense.
I'd ask that you don't blow us off so freely. As much as we try to give you the level of education that you would get at a normal school, you have to realise that you have limits. Our goal is to make sure that you know where those limits are and how to maximise your potential within them. Do you follow me?
I guess. I mean, I don't plan on doing anything stupid.
Good.
Well, that's a start, I guess.
Yeah.
So then, on to my next question. How are you finding your studies? I understand you were laid up for a while. We're not too far ahead, are we?
I don't really think so. I tried to keep up when I was in the hospital, so it hasn't been too hard.
Nice. Muto taps his chin and raises an eyebrow as he absorbs this information.
So you're a little nerd. Is that so? I suppose there are still students out there who realise the importance of learning.
I wouldn't go that far. I was only trying to keep myself occupied in my little life support prison.
For fuck's sake, dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You gotta keep up with these things, right?
Gotta do something.
That's exactly it. One wrong move in this world and you're left behind, right?
Sure.
Right. Wouldn't want that to happen.
No, you wouldn't. Every week there's a new scientific discovery. Most of them mean nothing to the layperson, but any one of them could be the key to the next big thing.
Oh.
I'll keep that in mind.
It's obvious that Muto's serious talk is over, and he's gone back to his standard, slightly scatterbrained approach to life. I think, in hindsight, I prefer him this way. He's slightly more predictable in his unpredictability.
Well then, I think that's all I really had to say. Let's get back inside, shall we?
My relief at that suggestion is insurmountable. Oof.
Sure. You're the boss, right?
Muto pauses for a moment.
I don't think any of my students has ever said that to me before. Oh, we're gonna have a bromance with Muto?
Oh yeah! For an instant I consider replying to this, but something deep within me tells me to shut my mouth and get back into the classroom.
Hell yeah.
A few students jump at the sound of the door, rapidly trying to pretend that they are working on the questions on the board. Some don't even bother, their heads slumped on the desk as they nap. Thankfully, it would appear that Muto does not even notice them. He returns to his desk and retrieves a scientific journal from one of the drawers. I guess I got to him there. The class returns to the near silence that Muto and I left it in before our chat. Mixed feelings of tiredness and anticipation buzz around the room. Everyone here is either waiting for a chance to rest or the chance to get their last-minute preparations underway. The clock on the wall slowly ticks the remaining class time away until finally the bells cry out, ending the torment.
Before you all leave, I expect the answers for those problems by Monday.
The class sighs as one. instantly regretting slacking off, but still acutely aware of the more pressing issues at hand. The classroom empties in a blink as everyone rushes to their last-minute festival preparations. I stay behind and try to quickly finish the questions so that I don't have to bother with it over the rest of the weekend, with the festival and all tomorrow.
There's Hanako again.
Apart from me, Hanako is the only one left, obviously waiting for Lily. It's weird that Lily comes all the way to our classroom to pick her up. I expect that moving around is at least nominally harder for her than it is for Hanako. But it's none of my business, and naturally I don't ask about it from Hanako. Despite the relative proximity of our seats, neither tries to strike up a conversation about that or anything else either, so an oppressive silence falls upon the classroom. Time passes in silence. It's probably just 15 minutes or so, but it feels longer. I turn pages of my notebook. Hanako turns pages of the novel she's reading. My pencil lead splinters against the paper just when I was about to finish a paragraph. The sound of my irritated sigh and subsequent fumbling around for a sharpener feel like they're breaking the mood in the classroom. Hanako keeps her eyes firmly away from my direction. Before long, Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway.
Hanako?
Her name is all it takes to make Hanako jump up from her desk and run to Lily.
Oh, how sweet.
And they talk quietly for a moment, but it isn't long before Lily leaves down the hall and Hanako idles back into the classroom, taking her seat once again. Oh, what's up? I watch Hanako out of the corner of my eye out of sheer curiosity at the idea that the two would be separated. For a couple of minutes, she does nothing but sit with her chin in her hand, staring at the desk dejectedly. The boredom evidently becomes too much for her though, her slender frame reaching into her bag and pulling out a small book. Come to think of it, that isn't the one I saw her reading at the library. She must be quite a fast reader to get through them at this rate.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
But why would Lily leave her to her own devices? It seems to be quite out of the ordinary going by Hanako's reaction. Ah, that's right. I think Lily mentioned something about going into town today before Rin bumped into us. The thought of that walk makes me look outside. The bright sun and occasional people wandering around and enjoying the afternoon makes me yearn to get out of school, or at least do something other than sit here. Giving into one of my worst vices, procrastination.
Oh, tell me about it.
Subject best studied on a Sunday, or a Monday, or on any day other than this one. You can study history whenever you want, mate.
Yeah, 100%. History is awesome, dude.
Yeah,
history of anything. You look at something that's old, mate. Fucking history, dude.
Yeah, man. I give a grunt as I lever myself out of my seat, briefly debating with myself whether or not to hang out with Kenji.
Oh, fuck. Really?
Yeah, nah. He doesn't strike me as the enjoying the nice weather outside with others kind of person, really.
No.
I guess I'll catch up with him later.
No. I hope we're not going down the path that I think we're going down. No, we can't hang...
What? Kenji's path?
Yeah, I know. We can't be hanging out with Kenji. I'm sorry.
I don't think we are. Changing tack. I briefly entertained the idea of talking with Hanako, but by the time I look at her seat, it's vacant. She must have left for the library. Well, she's off. There's got to be something to do that can kill the time. Oh, well.
Go to the library, or go for a walk into town. Well, if I go to the library, Hanako will be there. And as much as I like Hanako, we're not doing that path just yet. But we could hit the town.
Yeah. Yeah, let's have a save. Let's have a quick save.
We could go into... Yeah, let's go into town.
Let's go into town.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, I think we'll go into town in the next episode, because it's coming up to time.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's coming up to time. So, if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, give us a little like. Give us a little subscribe. Ring a ding 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 that bell. Leave us a little comment. tell us what you would have done in that situation. Would you have hit the town, or would you have gone... Actually, if you do hit the town, what do you like to do? Do you like to hit the library? You know, back in the before times, did you like to hit the library, or go shopping, or, go to the pub and get absolutely steaming?
Yeah.
Let us know. I'm personally a big fan of all three of those things.
Yeah, all of the above.
And if I can fit them all in on the same day, I'm winning.
Yep.
You know? So, yeah, what do you like to do, John?
What do I like to do? Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Okay, bye.
Bye!
Part-timers, we do this part-time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.